Hello guys, today I have a video for you on the topic how to not let people put you down and how to identify people who want to put you down and what to fucking do with that. Because if you're a teenager, it may be super helpful for you. Because if there was a guy who told me back in the days when I was 14 or 15, 16, whatever, if there was such guy who told me about all these things, I would not tolerate any shitty behavior towards me. But there was no such guy, and I will tell you a little story about myself. So, in my teenage years, until my childhood, I was a pretty, aggressive guy. And I didn't allow people to put myself down. Explicitly. This is the key word. If someone confronted me and tried to fucking mess with me, I answered. I answered verbally and very, like a lot of times, I answered physically. I didn't allow anyone to fucking confront me. But there came a point in my life when the amount of people with passive aggressive attitude, I will tell you what this is. I didn't know back in the days, but now I know. These are people who try to do like little things. They pin you a little bit each and every time. And they try to put you down a little bit each and every time. Until you just fucking either, I don't know, die or explode emotionally. And with such people, guys, you should, when he tries to pin you down, you should always answer. He tries to fucking mess with you. He says some trash talk. Answer. It's your choice how to answer. I prefer to answer physically if the amount of trashiness is like overcoming some point, some ephemeral point for me. But if, for example, someone confronts me and doesn't like openly talk shit about me, call me names and stuff, I will not confront him physically, I will confront him verbally. And like with body language, and it works almost always. Now, of course. Back in the days it kind of worked, semi. So, if someone like tries to put you down physically, you guys never fucking allow that. Yeah, I kind of had a plan for this video, but I went like this. So, yeah, in my past, we will return in my past. I started to communicate with all of these new friends and stuff. I started getting a lot of more acquaintances, new acquaintances everywhere. And guys, I had all this, friendly attitude towards everyone. I was excited to meet new people, but since I was different from them, like usually I met new people who are, guys, it's like people in general, they are very insecure about themselves, they are just like that, they are envious, they are sinful, and I still am, probably I'm insecure about something, I don't even know about what. No, I know, but I will not tell you. So, guys, these people, some of them, they started doing passive. Fuck, I didn't drink water for like 5 hours, so sorry for my addiction, but these people tried to put me down passively aggressively, like one point at a time, because you know how it happens. There is a guy or company of guys, and there is one guy who like suddenly talks some shit about you or does some trash, who suddenly talks with you in some kind of disrespectful way, and you think like, oh, it's okay because we're friends, maybe he didn't mean anything, maybe he's just trying to mock me so I get better, you know? But then this guy does this, everybody sees around you, guys of such type, which are passive aggressive, they also see this. They see that they can use you also, that they can use you because you do not answer at all. And they also start to talk disrespectful to you. And they all start to talk disrespectful. And it's like okay at first. You know, it starts pretty okayish, pretty light. But then guys, if you do not do anything, it's a fucking upward spiral or downward, I don't know, like this. It's a spiral. And it gets worse and worse and worse. And eventually, they just call you some, I don't know, whatever. The amount of fucking bullying is over the roof. Because you didn't answer it back then. And you cannot answer now because, like, why would you? And you think these people are your friends, even though they bring you down all the time. And you fall into depression of some sort. Because you think, like, why do these people treat you like that? What did you do wrong? And guys, inherently, there is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with what you did. And it is their fault, and they are dickheads. And life will punish them for that. But the wrong thing you did, the thing you did in the wrong way, was not answering. That is the worst thing you can do. You know. So, always identify this. It may be even like physically sometimes. It may be someone who, I don't know, like gives you, fuck, how this is called in English? I don't know. Like, for example, if someone just does some unpleasant physical things to you, for like suddenly for no reason, he maybe just, you know, bumps you a bit, not too much. Like, oh, sorry, he says. There was a guy, by the way, we were kind of friends, and we were walking oftentimes with one girl, and he liked this girl, but she liked me, as I now know. But I didn't like her a lot, so I didn't want her to be my girlfriend, so she kind of gave more attention to me than to him, and he was fucking jealous about it. And one time, we were standing just like that, you know, one against the other, not against, yeah, against. And this guy, for no reason, he like said that he did boxing a bit, and it was in high school, by the way. No, not in high school, I was 13, okay. And he also was 13, 14. And he tried to show me some boxing trick, okay? He said that he wants to show me something. And it was supposed to be like, you know, he would show something but not fucking hurt me. But then what he did, he just went all in, you know, and I was hit. And I thought like, you know what my reaction was back in the days? I thought like, what the fuck, probably he missed something, didn't control himself and it is an accident. And I was like, haha, okay, whatever. And this girl was like, oh my god, what did he do? But when I started laughing, she's like, oh my god, you know, this reaction. But what I should have done, I should have fucking destroyed him, okay, for that. It's just unacceptable. It's just fucking unacceptable. But I thought that was an accident. And he kind of tricked me. Yeah, guys, I told that I answered whenever I was confronted physically, but this time it was such subtle. I didn't even understand that I was confronted physically, by the way. It's like... yeah. So, guys, you should always fucking answer. You know, even... not even, but... if there is some local bully in your school or kindergarten... what the fuck? No, even if kindergarten, I don't know, tell you like little brothers or girls, sisters, you may tell them also if you have one or two. I don't know, I don't care, but you may tell them this. When there is a local bully and he tries to fucking bully you, even if he's like 2 times higher and 2 times wider, guys. Yeah, by the way, it's like, okay, I will tell you this. There was one bully in my school, not 1 but 2, and they were in company always. And they walked towards me because I was pretty. And I acted in like non-super masculine way, and they thought I'm like some things. They thought about me. And they tried to bully me for that. But the thing about this is that they never hit me. Not even once. Okay, one of them, he hit me, but it happened when I confronted him, like, openly. You know, there was a situation when I stared at him, like, right in the eyes for, I don't know, 10 seconds, and he told me that if I do not change my look or look away, he will hit me. And he did hit me. And I was like, what the fuck? So, but except for this one occasion, I was not ever hit by them, ever, because every time they confronted me, I answered. And you know why I answered? I answered because it was explicit. So I knew they confront me. It was so very explicit. One time, it's like, oh, there was one guy in my school which was a fucking total dickhead, and we kind of were friends with him. But you know, when this bully came, and it's like, this is a crazy situation, but I sit on my chair, okay, and he comes in front of me and kind of touches me or something, and you know, I kind of fall from my chair and I grab this bully with my hand so I do not fall. And he asks like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? And this guy, who is my kind of friend, he sits behind me. And he tries to, I don't know, he like changes the teams. Like, super quickly. Because he sees that this big dude came and he cannot do anything with him. So he changes his side. Like a fucking beta. Like he was a total beta dork. You know? In life in general, and he still is probably. But this guy, he was like kind of bullying me also. He started bullying me also, or even hitting me slightly. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing, bitch? And I started hitting him with my leg. a lot, and he's like, whoa, 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 what are you doing? You know, this fucking beta dickhead. And this guy, big guy, like his buddy came and they started bullying me all together. But I told, like, if they fucking mess with me, I will go to the fucking school director, or how do you call this? I don't know. Like the top bitch in school who runs the school. And I actually went there, and they said like, oh, if you went there, what will you tell her? And I said, I will tell her that you fucking motherfuckers, you bully me for no reason. And I came there, but they kind of, when I almost entered the director's cabinet, they stopped and they went away. One more time was when this guy hit me, you know. He hit me on the cheeks. I already told you why. But then his other buddy, he came also, and they started to like bully me and stuff. Or not, no, this was not this day. Probably this was the other day. But yeah, this big guy, there was like the biggest guy and guy like this, and I was like this, okay? In terms of height, in terms of fucking width. Okay? Just, I was a small guy always. With big heart. But yeah. And he tried to talk shit to me. And I said, I was also sitting on the chair. Because I didn't fucking care, okay? This was stupid. But I was reckless. I still am. You know? I was reckless, and I said him that he should go and fuck himself. Like, genuinely, I said that. Out loud, so he heard me, and everyone around us heard this. And guys, around us were like 10 people. And they all watched us. And his buddy, he also was close to me, to us. And this big guy, he's like, what you said, tell me this again. What did you say? And I'm like, I was silent. Because I understood that if I say that, I will give him the reason to hit me. Like, a very good reason. And he grabbed me on my neck, you know, and tried to suffocate me. But I was holding still. I looked him in the eyes, right in the eyes. I was sitting still, like I didn't fucking care. And I said him, hit me, bitch, hit me. Cause you know, guys, I knew that if he hits me, like there was a school guard nearby, and he also acted like a fucking beta who doesn't care at all. I don't know why, for what reason do they have these guardians in the school, which do nothing. In like 10 meters, he could hear all of that, but he acted in such a way that nothing happens. He was also a fucking bitch. But I understood if he hits me, he will come and do something with it. Because it's like, okay, it's over the board, and there were also cameras which filmed us, which I could later on go to director and tell that I was beaten in front of cameras, and this guy, he would just fucking go to jail for he deserved it. So I was saying like, hit me, fucking hit me. And the other guy, his buddy, he started fucking laughing. Like, you know what he said? He said to his buddy, you know what he said? You know what he said? Everyone heard that. Why don't you do anything? And he's like, what did you say? What did you say? He kept doing that. I don't know. He just was never confronted openly. And he didn't really know how to act in such circumstances. So, yeah, that's the story. But when my kind of buddies confronted me out of this situation, passively aggressively, I couldn't do anything with that. So you guys, you should take my experience in it, and you should beat the fuck out of dickheads who try to pin you down a little bit each and every time. You should just, like, literally beat them. Literally. I encourage you to fucking beat the shit out of these dickheads, because they fucking deserve it. And yeah, by the way, if you're like super skinny and you cannot do anything, like I was with this big guy, I don't know, guys, there's some cold weapons, okay? But do not do anything very stupid, but just, like, I don't know, show them that you have it, and they will not be as dickheadish as they were. As Odin said, kind of Odin, it was not Odin, but, you know, he said that the man should always carry a weapon, because he never knows when he needs it on his way in life. And that is very, 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 very good quote. Because you should just have it for, like, just to have it, okay? And you never know when you actually need it. And when you actually need it, you have it. Although, like, guys, I always carry a weapon with myself. when I walk out, I always carry a weapon. Always. There was no day in, like, probably 1 year when I didn't carry a weapon with me. You know how many times I used it? 0. But still, I had it with me. It's like a plan B, always. Maybe I will use it if, like, there are 2 or maybe 3 guys against me and they will try to, I don't know, do something with me. Then I will maybe use it. So. But yeah, guys, abide your laws, local laws, please. I do not, like, actually encourage you to do some stupid crap. Do not do this. If you're a teenager, by the way, you are probably not that stoic as you could be. When I was a teenager, I was so freaking hot on my head. I could do some, like, the stupidest stuff in the world and I didn't care at all about consequences. So guys, maybe if you're a teenager, like, don't do this. Just try to do some, I don't know, boxing. And yeah, guys, in terms of martial arts, you should do martial arts which teach you how to hit. This is, like, the most not teach you how to defend, because this is useless. Against these passive aggressive guys, if you do not know how to hit, you will not be able to defend yourself. The best defense is an attack, actually. Always. So, take this, take my thoughts, take my experience for yourself. I genuinely, truly believe that it will help you if you didn't know that yet. I genuinely believe that your life will become better if you implement the things I tell you. Because, guys, this is, like, what is the purpose of this channel even? I thought about it a lot. And yeah, by the way, I will not cut this video even in slightest, because I know that those of you who need this, they will watch it till the end. I'm sure about it. So guys, I thought about purpose of this channel. This channel's purpose is just to make your lives better, and it is for me to tell my experience, which I earned in a hard way, so you shouldn't learn it in a hard way. you know, my mistakes I did along my life journey. It wasn't, my life journey wasn't so long, but it was so fucking harmful. It was so painful. I'm not coping right now, but you know, I actually thought about it, and I thought that, like, my life is just so full of shit. I believe that if I take my dad, for example, or my mom, they, or my sister, they didn't move through such shit in their lives. But I did. In this point where I'm young. I don't even know what comes when I'm fucking 40. Probably I will be fucking Terminator. Guys, I don't know. Iron Man, you know. Whatever. Yeah. You should be strong to survive in this world. That's what I'm saying. You should never allow anyone to fucking mock you down, to pin you, to just never, never, guys, never do this. Even if these are your loved ones, even if these are your parents, never allow that to happen. If your parents try to fucking be passive aggressive with you, guys, you should also answer. Even if your life will deteriorate because of that, because they will stop giving you money or some love, guys, this is not the way to live. You know, no, I will not tell you this, but yeah, my life story is full of passive aggressive people. It's just full. Even now, there are some passive aggressive people in my life, although there are very few people in my life currently. Which is why I did this YouTube channel. Guys, you know, to just, I want to communicate. If you like, if you also want to communicate, and if you are an honorable person, maybe leave a comment. Maybe we would chat, okay, together, if we like each other. So yeah, no, guys, if you watch till this moment, you like me. Do not try to pretend, okay? Like, and I also like you, because this video is for guys like you. So, goodbye, peace, war. Do not, like, guys, be tough. Goodbye.